Okay, Jeffy's 21st birthday. I know this is late, I'm sorry, but let's talk about it. Okay, so yeah, this was pretty disappointing to be honest. Not as disappointing as people said it would be, but yeah, pretty disappointing. So everyone was saying, "Oh, it's just going to be Jeffy and Marvin and Chef PP and Brooklyn Tea Guy going to a bar and getting drunk." And that was right. They did do that, but they went to Vegas. So that made it a little bit more interesting. We got more flashbacks of Jeffy's mom, which I'm glad they didn't bring her back because last year they did flashbacks of Jeffy's childhood with his mom. Yeah, well they did that again, but yeah, it didn't really seem necessary. Like that wasn't a big plot point in the video. In fact, a lot of this kind of just felt like copying. Oh, spoilers by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. Yeah, spoilers. But yeah, a lot of this felt like the flashbacks to Jeffy's childhood was kind of a ripoff from last year when they did his 20th birthday. And oh, guess what? This video ended in an explosion, just like Jeffy's 18th and 19th birthday. And again, they thought Jeffy died in the explosion, but then turns out he didn't, which we all knew. Like during Jeffy's 18th birthday, that was a really emotional moment, probably one of the best filmed scenes on SML. And, like we knew Jeffy wasn't dead, but still, you like Marvin and Rose, you could feel the emotion when they thought he was dead. And then Jeffy's 19th birthday, they just copied that again, which kind of felt lazy. And they acknowledged that in the video. They're like, "Oh, isn't that kind of lazy since we're doing the same thing?" But that doesn't make it better. People seem to think that acknowledging lazy writing makes the lazy writing better, but it doesn't. But yeah, and then in this video, they did it again for the third time. And again, they think Jeffy's dead, but then he shows up at their door and he's like, "Oh no, I'm not dead." But yeah. So yeah. So luckily, there were some good things about this. Like, Jeffy finally got to meet his dad, which was good. Which, when I made my predictions for Jeffy's 21st birthday, I left out the possibility of him meeting his dad. I guess I just didn't think of that. But yeah, Jeffy finally met his dad, which is good. And yet it was kind of a disappointment. Turns out Jeffy's dad is just as evil as his mother. So, okay, so again, spoilers. So Jeffy's father, Jacques Pierre Francois, made a painting and about basically not having kids, like because it represented his infertility or something. But as we know, he's not actually infertile. So someone offered to buy it as long as he doesn't have any kids, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't have any kids." But then Jeffy showed up, so now he has to kill Jeffy, so that he'll sell the painting, which I felt like was pretty weird. I kind of wish they made Jeffy's relationship with his father more complicated, as opposed to just copying it with his mother, where it's like, "Oh yeah, she's evil and she wants to kill him." But like, I don't know why Jacques Pierre Francois would think he needs to hide the fact that he has a child, because he announced years ago, when everyone thought he was dead, that he would leave his money to his son Jeffy. And obviously, he turned out to be alive, so Jeffy didn't get any of the money. But if he's willing to make a public announcement that that he has a son that would inherit his money, then everyone would know that he's not fatherless, that he's not childless, right? So that doesn't make any sense. But yeah. So I don't know. I kind of wish we got more. And also, Jeffy and Jacques Pierre Francois immediately recognized each other when they met. Which, okay, I get Jeffy recognizing him because he's seen him on TV and he's seen his picture and stuff. He was drunk, but he still managed to recognize him, whatever. But Jacques Pierre Francois, as far as we know, never met Jeffy, right? He's never even seen Jeffy. So I don't know how he immediately knew it was his father. But yeah. Whatever. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Nancy sent him a picture like, "Hey, this is your son," or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, overall, wasn't great. Probably the worst of Jeffy's birthdays. I'm not saying it was like horrible, but compared to the other ones, yeah, it wasn't very good. Trying to think what else. Brooklyn Tea Guy hooked up with a stripper that they implied is transgender, which I guess that's supposed to be a joke, but I don't know, it's not really funny. Like just him hooking up with someone who might be transgender. That's not really funny. You know, that's another. Sorry, this is gonna get off a little off topic, but a lot of characters nowadays in SML seem to just be stereotypes. Like Cody's entire character is kind of just he's gay, which isn't really a joke. Like like back in the old SML days when like Cody would be like really smart and he would invent stuff. Now his entire character is just he's gay and he's in a relationship with his Ken doll. It's not funny. Joseph is kind of just a stereotype. Joseph is a stereotype where like him just like being homeless is kind of his entire character, which again isn't funny. And Junior's just annoying. Jeffy, I still like Jeffy. I still think Jeffy's videos are funny. But I think we should make some changes to his character, like get a job and other stuff. But that's a topic for another video. So yeah, Jeffy's 21st birthday wasn't awful. Wasn't the worst SML video that was ever made, but it was definitely the worst birthday video that was made. So I'm gonna give it 5 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, what did you think of Jeffy's 21st birthday? What do you think is going to continue for the future of Jeffy's birthdays? Honestly, I wouldn't mind if going forward they made like regular low stakes like next year Jeffy's 22nd birthday, just like him going to Chuck E. Cheese or something like he did with his 12th birthday. His 21st birthday, I think, should have been better because it's his 21st birthday, so it should have been like a big event. But yeah, going forward, if it's just like him doing whatever, I still think it should be like exciting, but not like to the level that like his 18th birthday was. Maybe if they do like, I don't know, but like like when his 12th birthday when he went to Chuck E. Cheese, or his 13th birthday with the solar eclipse, or his 17th birthday with Taco Bell where he stole the Taco Bell sign. If they just did stuff like that, that would be fine. Okay, so what did you think of Jeffy's 21st birthday? What do you want to see in future SML videos? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Yeah, see you next time. Bye.